but what have I... do about gossiping? Besides, they're standing right there. Hush!
Say, you're a Breton. Have you ever been to Ribbonspire? It's awfully depressing from what I've heard, but most of my sources are from the Second Era.
That's one for me. Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are.
How are you holding out, Vigilance? What's that? Little Timmy's fallen down a well? But who's Timmy? You do talk some nonsense, my friend.
What was that?
Are you all
I am
right?
sorry that you left me with no choice.
How does the Legion not have this fort under control? It's within striking distance of Solitude.
Oh, nasty way to go.
Thought I heard something.
I was rightfully on the left.
Well, that can't be good, can it? Thank you. What was that?
I don't have time for this.
Well, not bad. So that's a win in my book. You?
We'll be fine in a minute.
You rush them, and I'll circle around behind them.
There's never a doubt. Your life is forfeit.
You're dead!
How are you faring, Remy?
Just plotting how best to rip these fiends apart. I need inspiration, ideas. Come on, adventurer. Throw out some thoughts. My brain is bored.
Who's a good dog? It's you! It's you!
My
You're a
favourite
good
super meals.
dog!
Saltress noodles. Make some bone broth, add vegetables, spices, noodles, and an egg. A warm and rich
Maybe
meal,
an alteration
all in
spell
one pot.
to detect the shape of a keyhole, combined with an automatic lockpick powered by a soul gem?
I can smell a tavern 3 miles out.
Seems the heavens are opening.
This one's got a bodyguard. Big bastard, too.
Get him!
Time to finish this!
Here we go again.
Scum!
I fought worse than you.
You'll pay for that? No! I'm a fire!
After I'm done with you,
Oh, it's over?
So bored. Adventurer, tell me something interesting. My brain's something to chew on.
beginning to soften towards me. It's an artifact gifted by Kinnereth to Morihaus, the legendary bull demigod, back in the Merethic era. Interesting chap, Morihaus. Part man, part bull, with wings. Coupled up with Saint Alessia, so the story goes, and their son was the first Minotaur, Emperor Belhaza. Anyway, Kinnereth let him have the mail for a while until ultimately she deemed him unworthy and took it away. It's turned up a number of times since, most recently around 20 years ago when someone claimed to have found it in the abyss of all places. But regardless of who's had it before, I highly doubt these mercenaries will be considered worthy by anyone's standards. Let's see if we can find a better owner for it, shall we? Excellent. What shall we work on this time? Marvelous. Always wanted to learn to shoot properly. Ready. Breathe. Fire! What? I was aiming at the ground. On we go.
What was he thinking? Who never saw me pull that ace out of my boot?
Someone there?
Never enough gold. Just need one good haul. What was that?
So good, Scrap.
takes care of that.
See anything?
Quietly now.
Did you hear something? What was that?
Soon, I will be the one to puppeteer your...
Time to go.
That's how it's done.
Damn it. Damn it. You hit like an old lady. I'm gonna snap your spine. Damn it.
The fight! Your altar really needs to be...
Release your heart.
All right, let's see if they had anything worthwhile.
Run out of magicka. Sharing the sap of a history doesn't just serve as a religious ritual. The Agonians and the history become bonded and can feel each other's emotions even from afar. The rulers of Blackmarsh therefore often share the sap from the same history.
Is someone there? I knew it.
Your demise.
You heard that too, then. I thought I was imagining things.
But we'll go.
Need some help?
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema.
You're dead.
Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema.
You want to do this the hard way?
Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. Potema.
do something about it then!
Oh, stop it so
I had
great.
just started
Don't you
having
think, Ori?
fun.
Certainly.
Victory number... I don't know. Count already.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm!
As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summon with words bound by blood.
What? What are you doing? You fool! You cannot bind me to your wills.
Summon with words bound by blood.
You ants don't have the power to bind me.
Something's not right. Judge by appearance, but you sure are ugly.
Ori! Get this one over here.
My regards.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Now I'm a leader.
You're mine! Stop the
Something's
intruder!
wrong here.
No more! I yield! The white that make you!
You hit like
That's
an
your
old
best?
lady.
How about you stay dead this time?
It burns!
I could think you blindfolded. I do what I do,
You'll
and if
pay
you
for that.
don't like it,
We are fighters, are you?
May not be cold right now, Nord, but you will be after I run you through.
This just isn't your day, is it? I fought worse than you!
Don't worry, your death won't be in vain.
It had to be a frost spell, didn't
while
it?
you can still walk.
Bonk! Hey, y'all.
Think you can take me?
You aren't afraid of a little spider.
Oh, you think that hurts? Why?
So tough now without your magicka.
That all you got?
I do what I do. I do what I like. Tough.
Couldn't have done it without Scrap.
Just another bunch of sycophantic cultists trying to bend evil to their will. It never ends well for them, though. They never learn. Best hurry back and tell Firebeard it probably shit his pants, no doubt.
I have no idea who Potema is, but her title makes her sound like someone you don't want to bring back.
This is a mysterious place. Careful there, friend. Ugh, I'm all dusty. looks like we've done it. About bloody time.
Oops.
Inigo, did you?
Yes. Again. Not fun.
So, Inigo.
Yes, brother?
Tell me more about yourself.
I always but my name is too big. Talented.
Perhaps the ways of the gods don't leave much room for the realities of life.
Yes, but a man can dream.
Stupid dog.
Solitude doesn't agree with me. Too much pomp and politics.
Everything's in order.
Hello, friend. Look at it. That's real Nord craftsmanship, that is. Let me show you an old trick I learned as a scout. Makes it harder for the enemy to notice you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that.
Tell me again why I'm wasting men chasing after a fairy tale.
If Ulfric gets his hand on that crown, it won't be a fairy tale. It'll be a problem.
Don't you Nords put any stock in your own traditions? I thought the Moot chose the king. We're backing Elisif. When the Moot meets, they'll do the sensible thing.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
You've been here long. Welcome back, soldier. I'm glad you made it in one piece. I'll send men to garrison the fort right away. You did well. I'm impressed. But before we go any further, it's time for you to officially join the Legion. Speak with General Tullius. He'll administer the oath.
In joining the Legion, you'll be taking an oath binding you to the service of the Emperor, and thus to every citizen of the Empire. Go on.
Huh?
Get out of here. Changed your mind? Decided you wanted to soldier for the Empire after all. Well then, repeat after me. Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor Titus Mede II, and unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire. May those above judge me, and those below take me, if I fail in my duty. Long live the Emperor, long live the Empire. Welcome to the Imperial Legion, soldier. Just remember, we take care of our own. Once you're in the Legion, you're in it for life. Speak to Behrend. He's normally out by the forge. He'll get you outfitted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Ricca has a special assignment for you.
Not everyone's agreed. Hoot. You've been here. Welcome to the Legion.
Ulfric gets this crown
Listen
and
up.
then suddenly he's High King?
Welcome to the Legion Auxiliary. Listen up. Ulfric's right-hand man, Galmar Stonefist, has located what he believes is the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. We're going to make sure he doesn't get his hands on it. The rest of my men are already assembling outside Corvinjune. I'll meet you there as soon as I finish up here. No, it's not as simple as that. But the Jagged Crown would be a potent symbol for his cause around the event.
Well, that
But if we found
Are
it
you
first,
And we gave it to
I'm
Ellison.
hungry enough to eat an
in the
entire
absence of
roast,
the moot,
so
it
I'd
would
go
further
savory.
legitimize her claim.
Here you go, Remy.
Perhaps.
My treat.
I'm entrusting you with
Really?
what resources
I
I can
love
spare.
being rewarded.
really get the motive for this mission.
I don't miss my old life, but little compared.
I don't exactly mind traversing a war-torn country. Battlefields make collecting otherwise hard-to-fetch ingredients a breeze. They're kind enough to leave great big holes in the bodies for easier retrieval.
Fuck me, this museum is big.
Okay, Zell, close your eyes.
Why?
Let's do it. Okay, now eat this. Can you guess what it is?
It tastes like juniper berries, laced with troll fat, and a hint of salt.
Whoa, that's actually really impressive. Do you eat a lot of troll fat?
It tastes exactly like how they smell. Awful. You look sick. Would you like me to make you a cure disease potion? Here you go. It might burn slightly going down. Don't mention it, friend. Sure, I've got some fine. Here you go. Hot and ready. You might. Want to let Remy know we're heading out. I'm not sure if she's gathered.
would be a shame if it were to mysteriously burn down.
You hear that music? What? Cities make me
No,
feel
it
so alive.
really would be a shame.
A queen relaxing in her castle.
There's a very large garden out there. We need to collect a lot of different flora samples if you want variety.
I don't particularly want to and the guild house. I much prefer the safe house. Largely off donations from patrons, but how much gold do these patrons have? They're always donating.
Have you ever met a Slode? I met one in Port Telvanis. Absolutely vile creatures. They stink, leave slime all over the place, and make guttural noises. House Telvania are one of the few people in Tamriel willing to deal with them.
People. Wayrest don't like Redguards much. But the mercantile families trade often with Sentinel, so we get along fine with them.
Home is where your heart is, right? Or is it where you hang your hat? What if you don't have a hat? Should we be giving hats to the homeless?
I'll tell you about it sometime when our fellowship travels the land fighting orcs and elves.
Is that a Vala stone you have there? May I see? Oh, thank you so much. It's been ages since I last had a look at one of these. Beautiful, aren't they? Actual fragments of Aetherius in our very hands. This one's a touch flawed, of course, but it's still stunning. The Aliads really were masters of their craft. Thank you for letting me look. I really do appreciate it. I'll be right behind you.
Excellent.
Oh wow, look at that!
Farewell. Oh, you're here. I have some exciting news. A benefactor to the museum was impressed with the exhibits here and donated a relic from their personal collection. You can decide if you want to use it or place it right on display.
good to have somewhere like this to come back to.
The whole of sea. Centurion.
Need something?
I am standing in the home of a hero.
Oh my, that's beautiful.
Oh wow! Look at that!
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave? Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Absolutely not. Ghost or not. I'll make an exception for you. But do not bring anything out when you leave. Too many dark deeds transpired in those halls. Keep safe.
I am here with my companion, in case she needs me.
I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough.
There you go, kill.
Good job,
Boy,
team.
Scrap. You're such a good boy.
Where did you come from?
Dust-filled
What's the point in the maid keeping a key if she doesn't even clean the fucking wing?
You can tell they use this part of the palace to dump all of their old shit in it. Filthy old hoarders.
Hello, ghosties.
Marty, Pelly, my dear.
Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well, then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
Bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know. A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke, but seriously. What's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, Huh? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy. You do realize who you're dealing with here. Jolly good guess. But only half right. I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually. It's a family title. Gets passed down from me to myself every few thousand years. Now you can call me Anne-Marie. But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails. If not, then call me Sheagorath, Daedric, Prince of Madness. Charmed. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by any woman. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Sort of. And we're that much closer to home. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
What was that?
What was that? I knew
Well,
I heard something.
now that's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself when you see here fully, they're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance. Wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself.
I'll gut you like a horker!
I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something like that. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ta-ta!
Again! So, undoing my finest work and ruining my vacation wasn't good enough for you, eh? You just couldn't stop at that, no. You had to try and starve me out. Oh, what would I tell my poor, hungry children? If I had any. You know, I've been thinking of asking Hircine to whip up another one of those were-Daetroths. They're awfully cuddly. But anyway, you! What could have possibly possessed you to consume the most profane cheese of the mad god Sheogorath? I was saving it for later. Do you feel proud of yourself? Do you feel tingly? Well, I'm afraid I just can't let this slide. A transgression of this magnitude against a Daedric prince can't simply be ignored. What would the other princes think if I just allowed puny, teeny, tiny little mortals to masticate my most prized artifacts? I'd get uninvited to all our parties. Although, technically speaking, I already am uninvited to all our parties. I just show up anyway. Now, prepare yourself, little mortal, for the retribution of an eternity! Tremble in fear, for you have invoked the creative mind of Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness. Are you quaking in your boots? Well, are you quaking? Oh, come on now. I'm taking time out of my very busy schedule to personally smite you. You know, I could have just gotten the flesh eater not to come over and shove your spleen into your earlobe and dip a biscuit in the juices. I'm being considerate. The very least you could do is piddle in your socks. So, sarcasm. Well, little mortal, you may have eaten dragon souls before, but you bit off more than you could chew when you ate another man's cheese. And you know what I think? I think the punishment should befit the crime. If you love cheese so much, why don't you marry it? Wait, no. I think that's still illegal. Oh, I've got it. Yes. If you love cheese so much, then why don't you bring me all of it? Each and every single specimen of cheese in Skyrim. What? You didn't think there was only 2 kinds of cheese in all of Skyrim, did you? 2 kinds of cheese? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, silly old Uncle Sheo. I don't really need to collect every kind of cheese in Skyrim. I'll just go on my merry little way once you let me out of here. And you'll forget this conversation ever happened while picking my cheese out of your teeth. But I know your type. You want to complete every challenge, get every trophy you can lay your little mortal hands on, and spend every moment in this world doing everything it has to offer you. That's why I'll tell you this. If you manage to collect one of every type of cheese and bring them back to me, I'll give you a deadly Daedric artifact. Ha! Try sleeping at night next to that cold, empty space in your bed. A deadly Daedric artifact would be, if you'd only gotten it. Now, get your patty cakes out of here and go find some cheese!
Wow. Kaiden, you're really tall.
Yes. And you're, quite small.
Bosma tend to be quite small compared to other mer. Makes it easier to climb trees. And people.
That's, interesting.
Always happy to share.
Of despair that I cannot.
I do not know what mind-boggled fuckery went into this, but I am very happy it's over.
Relevant Soul's tower was located in Lothanis, and that's where I spent a lot of my time growing up. It is located on the eastern coast of Morrowind, and remains a very wealthy trading town. I have such fond memories of it. I hope we can go see it one day. read any good books recently, Remy?
Chance's Folly. It's a page turner, although the ending unnerved me a bit. But still worth a reread.
Ah, yes. That's a good one. A prime example of the game Sheergorth plays with mortals.
So, what's it like being a dog? Really? That is very interesting.
Give me a minute, I'll...
Wait there, citizen. I'm sorry, but the museum is currently closed off until further notice. Oh, there's been a... well, and it's begun to... but they can become rather testy if... Are you sure you want me to take care of it myself? Very well then. The museum will be closed for a couple of days while I sort it out. After that, it should be back to normal.
Good. Best prices you are going to find in all of Skyrim. Take a peek. Best prices you are going to find in all of Skyrim. Take a peek. Have a good one.
We're in Solitude, Remy, home of the Bard's College. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Companion.
Well, I'm thinking many things. For one, why are there barely any bars? It smells strongly of cheese here. Is that what you were thinking?
Those are some good questions to ask, Remy, but I was thinking about Bard songs. We both agree that the Bard songs of Skyrim are not the best. Don't you think we could do better?
Come on, we do not want to lose you.
Hey,
Well, I
there's
suppose
something.
you're sort of right. Singing is not my field of expertise.
That's
but together
all right.
I imagine we could do better than the bards of Skyrim.
Yes, Nords don't strike me as very eloquent or poetic. Anyway. Yes, well, what songs...
Perhaps we could go for the worst offender first. Ragnar the Red.
Ah, yes, the song that haunts my every waking nightmare. Let's see if we can't fix it. Oh, there once was a Breton named Remy the Miffed who wished that all of Skyrim's bards would cease to exist.
But Remy found kinship.
I don't know.
For the
It
world
just kinda
Barney
smelled
himself
funny.
also shared her distaste.
And so they started to think inside of their heads, how shall they rid the world of the bards that they dread? This place is so grand. I wonder what secrets it holds. Come here. Shh. I got you something. It's a venison chop. Don't tell your master. That's right. Eat up. Good boy. You're such a good... Ow! Scrap! Why? Don't worry, Miko. Scrap's
How are
just
you?
jealous. Aren't you, Scrap?
How about something Skyrim inspired? Of course I can. Here, this is fresh.
Madras would let me read through his research notes.
Did you know that slope soap is made by slope themselves? They use their own... offspring. Absolutely revolting. Has good alchemical uses, though.
For an Altmer. Orion is rather nice, isn't he? Imagine if you didn't have the gallery. Where would you store all of this? In a random chest in your basement?
Sometimes I wonder if it's time I found a place to settle down. I'm good at settling. I have a special talent for it. Have you considered redecorating? Don't look at me like that. It was just a suggestion.
How old do you suppose Orion is?
High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head.
You know, I quite enjoy talking to people. It's always so fascinating to see what information I can learn from them.
When Nodes call you a milk drinker, are they saying you have strong bones? Or that you're a baby? It's probably the latter, right? I don't understand why Nords distrust magic. Magic is an incredible tool, allowing us to achieve fantastic things. Refusing to use it is frankly stupid. Why would you put yourself at such a disadvantage?
Silly dog, go and play with a mammoth or something. Stop bothering me.
I remember one flower festival, we went to Camlorn. The dancers in the parade didn't wear much. Actually, I think they were with the Temple of Dibella.
You should definitely buy a house here. I'll look after it for you.
Do you think the Dwemer could make a lute into a tool for tonal architecture?
Tell me something fascinating to pass the time.
Let me think. Sassy tea is made from lotus and ginseng. It's delicious and known to enhance both the drinker's stamina and magicka.
Wow. I will enjoy that piece of information for as long as I can persuade it to stay inside my skull. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Inigo.
Kyra and I have very different specialties, but having members with different areas of knowledge seems important in a guild.
I fell in love with a pretty bandit girl once. She robbed my heart, then ate it in front of me.
Aw, that's so romantic. Skyrim cities are nice and all, but do they walk?
Walk?
Inigo, are you up for a bit of rhyming?
Sure, but let us be careful. Little is more dangerous than rhyming while running or climbing.
Well, I'm sure we'd both rather be doing this than farming or mining.
In my opinion, word games are best when you play them reclining.
Maybe, but right now I'm focusing on these sentences. I'm refining.
This is fun, but I am afraid my rhyming skills are, declining.
I can see that. If this were a production, I'd be headlining.
Okay. You win. Very good.
Thank you. Hang on, are you sure you didn't let me win just to put me in a good mood?
Listen, Lucien, I would have beaten you if I could.
I have a very hard time differentiating between Nords, Bretons, and Imperials at a glance. Please don't take offense to that.
not. Bark if you're a smelly hairball.
If I learned to play a lute, do you think having that musical knowledge would make tonal energy easier to understand?
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from Rorikstead.
Did you drink a potion of inconsideration?
Okay, doggy. You are the number 2 companion. I'm number 1. There is no negotiation to be had. Got it?
Destroyed by a
Understand
dragon.
me.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
I wish I could play with fire like that.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
Can a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here!
You're not supposed
Last
to be in
warning.
here.
Leave now.
Guards! Trespasser!
Hey!
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Seems there's always more to be done. Jarl Elisif, damn. That reminds. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here, take it. Blue Palace.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Hey, Lucian. This way.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Dog.
Oh.
Trouble? Another quiet day, I hope.
Fire!
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested. When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove. Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do. Works for me. Tell Aktiev the debt's settled. Keep your sword.
Hello, friend. Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. Anytime, friend.
Maybe we could go find the tavern? I'd kill for some rot meth right now.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? Yep. I just have one question for you. Light, medium, or heavy? They don't make finer steel anywhere else. If this doesn't keep you from dying, nothing will. Now that's it. One free outfit per soldier. You lose that, or get it banged up. You'll need to pay like everyone else. Return. Wanderer like... Take a look. Keep safe, and always wear your armor. Arms and arms. Forged by a master craftsman.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done. You've done a fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two. Always good talking to you, friend.
Let us walk in the steps of the blessings.
Your fellow soldiers are counting on it.
We're in Solitude, Remy, home of the Bard's College.
And I took some
Are
guy
you thinking what I'm thinking?
for an arrow.
Well, I'm thinking many things. Why are there barely any bards? For two.
Those are some good questions to ask, Remy. But I was thinking about Bard songs. We both agree that the Bard songs of Skyrim are not the best. Don't you think we could do better?
Oh, yeah? What songs? I imagine as a Telvanni fellow, you must not be familiar with... joy. Music.
Well, I suppose you're sort of right. Singing is not my field of expertise, but together I imagine we could do better than the Bards of Skyrim.
Yes, Nords don't strike me as very eloquent or poetic. Anyway. Yes, well, what songs do you know?
I welcome you, friend.
Perhaps we could go for the worst offender first. Ragnar the Red.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Ah, yes, the song that haunts my every waking nightmare. Let's see if we can't fix it. Oh, there once was a...
Need something?
His taste.
And so they started to think inside of... Perhaps how shall they rid the world of the bards that they dread?
Oh, we can poison their pies.
And piss in their mead.
For we cannot know peace until Skyrim is freed.
They broke all their loot, smashed them over their heads,
Snuck into their homes and set alight all their beds.
and so Skyrim's lamentable bards were no more.
For with no bed they are forced to sleep on the floor. Was excellent, Remy.
It was, wasn't it? It's really incredible that we were able to come up with it so quickly. I imagine it would take the bards here hours.
Days, I'm
Carriages to all the cities
no one
in
is as
Skyrim.
quick-witted as us.
Don't forget us. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to climb and back, and we'll be off? It's almost getting downright hot now.
I can't help but notice that Skyrim doesn't have any schools of Julianos. Really, no wonder Nords are so... like that.
Some Tavani like to create three-dimensional art using magic. You may wonder why they don't simply just carve something to create the same effect.
Yes? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Never been to Whiterun before? The Jarl's Palace is something to see. Dragon Search, they call it. Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall.
architecture feels open. Perhaps it is in order.
This world is incessantly magnificent.
Where did you come from? I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
I think my eyes have steamed up. Another soul demands release. Easy.
Over here.
Filthy bandit scum.
Don't just kill her.
Right, boy. Tear.
That's your best, huh?
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
You do nothing but anger me.
Mercy!
You need a few more arrows in you.
You're outmatched. That's all you got?
I can't believe I used to be one of you. You are so ugly.
Ugh, Kinnereth must be rather cross about this debacle. I can feel her curse on that mail from here. We'd better get it back to her shrine. Maybe a bit of prayer will help fix things.
Say, you're a Breton. Have you ever been to
Should
Ribbonspire?
set the metal rods at
It's
45
awfully
degree
depressing
angles
from what
for
I've heard.
optimal support
Most of
against
my
the
sources
steam
are from the
pressure.
Second Era.
But would that leave enough space for the gears?
You! What are you? Please, take Mother Mara's blessing to wash this unease away. Mother guides me to those flickering souls who are yet to cast themselves on the fire for tomorrow's utopia. She sees in you potential which can avert calamity. I, her most devoted servant, need you to believe in the goodness of your heart, in love.
Forgive her, beloved child of entropy. For all her conviction, she only looks up, blind to those below the clouds which she wishes to ascend. There is a terror of minds and ideas forming in the West. A congliage of antipathy and repressed hatred is nearing its sum. If this horde transpires, then neither the restraints of distance nor time will thwart the canker that will be birthed there. I make this plea to you, special child. Meditate between the opposites and seek resolution in the chaos. I will help whenever I can, but my light is weak. However, even the faintest flame can act as a beacon against the background of deep night. That flame will appear to you in a maze of dark when you most need it. There is nothing to decipher. Just take heed of these words. Go west and see. Open those eyes and see that which belies its splendor. Beset by men, gods, kings, and ideas, keep a clear eye. Keep your head above water when you reach that realm. The tides of want can drown any who venture too far from the shore.
Huh? Sorry. Ugh, my head.
What on Nern? What spell did you cast on her? Yes, I saw. You were mumbling to yourself, almost word for word that of Jayana. Forgive me. Our travels have put me in a hastened mood. Didn't know madness could be contracted. Is this a jest you're both in on? No, it looks like you're serious, which worries me a lot more. The closest I can come to answering your visions is that we had just hailed from Evermore, which may be that west you want. If you're dead set on taking voyage there, then a merchant who has a route between that hinterland kingdom and Skyrim should be resting at Markarth. Word of warning, if you care to listen. The Reach isn't a place you want to risk your neck just on the visions of a zealous priestess.
want to go to the
Here you
Western
really
Reach?
ought to be
I must
careful
warn you,
with
it's
fire.
quite a different world from Skyrim. When I went through, it was off.
Did you raise your prices,
Was trouble in
Carlotta?
Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's
I
Reach
had
dungeon myself.
The farmers are charging me double for the produce I sell.
Let me guess. They're saying it's because of this trouble with the Stormcloaks?
Exactly. Road patrol.
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference... names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be
to try hard to do
tremendously
magic.
valuable.
I'd stare for hours.
Now,
at a
let me
puzzle,
show you something else I
trying to
found.
use alteration to
Very
lift it.
intriguing. I think
It
your
took a
employers
while
may
to
be
accept
interested
that
as
I
well.
just couldn't.
Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak
Wait
Falls
for me.
Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when
Farengar.
you've deciphered it.
There we
Farengar,
go.
you need to come at
That
once.
wasn't very
A
difficult.
dragon's been sighted nearby.
Do you think the Jarl will have a reward
you
for us?
should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Do you know anything about the Skyforge? It sounds interesting.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. Just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good.
Alright, I've been thinking
Don't
about something.
fail me.
What if you're
There's
still
no time to stand on ceremony, my friend.
so to
I
speak?
need your help again.
Maybe the
I want
ability
you
to
to go
distill
with
from the
Irileth
blood,
and
for
help her fight this dragon.
Wow.
You survived Helgen.
No offense.
So you have more
that
experience
sounds
with
like a
dragons than
terrible
anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar.
I
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
Oh.
I should come along. I would very much like to see
Now
this
that
dragon.
you pointed out,
No.
I don't think
I
I'd
can't
like someone
afford
to
to
take
risk
my blood
both of
either.
you. I need
Sorry.
you here working on
Let's
ways to
talk
defend
about
the
something
city
else.
against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This
You
isn't
have
a
some time to
death or
speak
glory
before we head to
mission.
the watchtower and face
I
this
need
dragon.
to know what we're dealing with.
Let's go kill a dragon then. I'm the very soul of caution.
Did you know that Nazim supposedly spent years working to get to where he is? Quite admirable, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose it is. His profession is hardly something I'd spend years working at, but, well, to each their own.
For being the supposed commercial heart of Skyrim, Whiterun is quite lacking in the market department. The amount of vendors and variety of goods is incredibly lacking. Speak, hear the hist, speak, hear the hist, speak its words to me.
Inigo! What is he up to back there?
Okay, doggy. You are the number 2 companion. I am number 1. There is no negotiation to be had. Got it? Bark if you understand me.
I'd kill for some rot math right now.
And I'm craving some spicy Wyrus wine.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Good talking to you.
Real fancy.
luck.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere, spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Fighting a dragon! Fighting a dragon!
You're nothing more than an oversized cliff racer.
Yeah!
And like them, you're going extinct.
I'm actually fighting a dragon. This is real, not a nightmare.
The demons together.
Spotting how best.
Being attacked by a dragon!
You will not live to regret that.
You would be so much easier to kill.
So majestic.
Go find someone your own size.
Stand a chance.
Can't you go eat a mouse or something?
Yeah. You are for that. In blood.
Hurt me more than
Fantastic work.
Get back!
Could not have done that without you.
Spinners, priests of Ephraim, are said to be able to change the past, predict the future. I wonder if my mother could do that.
We killed the dragon!
Meant on a map.
Go team!
Life is life.
Team! Us! Yep! Go! Us!
It is the power of old, the voice of the Dragonborn. I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them.
I like good
old
women
Timesip
and cheap
himself.
meat. But if I'm being honest,
there
I
once
prefer
was a
cheap
hero
women and
named
dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them, but I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That thing. With the lights and the burning. Does that happen often? No, I don't suppose it would have done. Not a lot of dragons around. Traditionally, anyway. Listen, I hate to speculate, but do you think it could have been a soul? And you absorbed it? Remarkable. Truly remarkable. As was the beast, as terrifying as it may have been. It seems an awful waste just leaving it lying there like that. There's so much to be learned. How does it fly, for instance? A creature of that size, with that wingspan, it defies all known laws of motion. Perhaps there might be a clue in its bone structure. I don't know. Do you think you could get me a sample? I'll give you 100 septims for it. Oh, thank you. That really would help my research. Sorry, I keep meaning to give you this, since this arrangement seems to be working out all right for us so far. Oh, it's a Dwemer resonance sphere. Just something my father gave to me before I left home for when I found myself someone to travel with. When activated, it resonates with its twin, which I'll always keep on my person. That way, if we're ever separated, all you have to do is give it a rub and we'll be able to find each other, no matter how far apart we are. Handy, right? Don't mention it. I mean, hopefully we won't have to use it very often. I'll stick to you like oh, I don't know, something sticky. Yep, that's what I'll do. Hoth seems like a barrel of laughs. An actual dragon bone. What shall we work? Take that! And that! All right, enough! I yield! I yield!
already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn. What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thume or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place, very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Shout really loudly.
Yes, Julian, this
if
way.
we're going to see them, remind me to stick some cotton in my ears before we meet.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve. Looks like you've already got someone with you. I'm right behind you. I'll be glad to help you. Very well. Take care. Long life to you, Thane. Lead the way. What's on your mind? I understand. I understand. Of course. Very good, ma'am.
I'm right here. Of course I can. Here, this is Sure. Here you go. Hot and back to it then.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. We will find her eventually.
Yes? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Just sit back. This won't take long.
The Greybeards, then. Sounds intriguing.
I'm glad we're
If they can
friends.
tell us anything more about
I
that
have something
shouting
for you.
business, I'd
Here.
say it's worth the trip.
As you wish.
Have any hobbies? Knitting, perhaps?
I've never held a knitting needle. Not my problem.
Women.
We've done well.
Who they were messing with.
How does your people manage to be so mercantile, all the while having constant wars between your petty lords? Surely that is not healthy for trade. Are you alright? You're shivering a bit. Finally here.
Congratulations,
There were warm
Legs. You
fires
did
of
it.
food waiting
You
for
twice
us.
still have legs? You performed well.
I only asked because I
Interesting.
can't feel them anymore.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
The Thum is a type of tonal magic. These greybeards are
Dragonborn,
manipulating
it is
reality
you.
with their voices.
Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words. Power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Wie? Losa!
Bruce?
Ouch!
Well done. Again. Vieg.
Bruce?
You learn quickly. Once more. Vieg.
Bruce?
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind.
Wold.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master. You shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Vex! Wolf! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Vex! Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Sky above, voice within.
We need the horn of Jürgen Windcaller. And where it...
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wool.